What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today we're going to be going over every single Demon Slayer Funko Pop coming for 2024. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. So it is also basically Christmas weekend here, Christmas being on Monday. So tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I do hope everybody has happy holidays in case you don't celebrate Christmas and all that. Just kind of wanted to get that out of the way. But yes, I do hope you enjoy your holidays. Now, today we're going to be going over every single Demon Slayer Funko Pop that is set to come out in 2024 so far. I'm sure we're going to be getting more, but as of right now, the list is relatively small, but also in this video, so it's not super short, I figured I would let you guys know some Demon Slayer characters and pops that I would love to see in the future. And we'll go over that in the second half of this video. For now though, before we get started, we do have our question of the day as usual, and that is, what is a Demon Slayer Funko Pop or like character variation that you would love Funko to make? Now this is a series of videos that I'm going to be doing over the next 2 or 3 weeks, just kind of talking about different licenses that we will be seeing in 2024 and 2025. Yesterday I did a recap on all of the One Piece ones, so if you're a One Piece fan, make sure to check out that video. Today we're doing Demon Slayer. We're probably going to have a Dragon Ball one coming up, Hunter x Hunter, and more. So if you guys are excited for those, make sure to hit the like button on this video, letting me know you want to see more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and take another look at all of the ones that were revealed at New York Toy Fair just a couple months ago, back in October. So check this out. On the left there, we do have a look at AoE there with her chase variation. Such a weird one to give a chase, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the characters to get a chase, that was a very weird choice. And it is literally just an outfit change mostly. Then on the right there, we do have a look at the Tanjiro with makeup in the kimono, and then also on the bottom there you can see Zenitsu. Now we didn't get first looks at Inosuke just yet, however, it was leaked to be all three, and it makes sense that we will get all three, so eventually we'll probably get him too. Now, a little unclear if this is going to be standalone pops or maybe like a 3-pack. I think a 3-pack makes the most sense. I don't know how well these would sell just standalone. I think like a perfect like Funko Shop exclusive 3-pack or like just an exclusive 3-pack in general would be neat. But I guess Demon Slayer fans just buy a lot of the merchandise anyways, so it might do okay. I personally think it's a pretty funny moment with all three of them, so I'd probably pick them up even if they were individual. Now the other one we do have there is Daki there. Surprisingly enough, they went with this version of Daki versus Daki that we all know and love. So that was a little surprising that they did the dolled up, you know, human looking version of Daki. So yeah, I think eventually we will get regular Daki. It makes sense for Funko to make just because it's such a popular character, especially from that arc. But again, I was very surprised to see that they went with this version. So I don't know how many people are going to want this version. Like, we're just so used to the other look that this was just, I don't know, it's just a weird choice here. And of course, the last one here does include Tengen there, finally, the final Hashira that we do need. He looks really great, to be honest. I think the character design is just almost perfect. In an action pose, swinging his weapon, even some dust around the feet. Now, this one is supposed to have a chase variation. Now, I believe it's supposed to be a metallic chase. However, what I'm hearing is that it might be a common chase, just common version is metallic. And if that is true, I am really surprised that this did not end up on the Funko Shop. Then again, things can change always last minute. Funko can make this an exclusive to them if they wanted to. They could just, you know, cancel all the orders to the shops and just slap stickers on them. But I think this makes more sense to sell as a common just because this is probably one of the more anticipated ones that everybody has been waiting on for sure. So again, guys, those are all the ones that we have looks at right now and that we know are confirmed to be coming, and that should be in January, February is when we should see all of these. Now, we do have a couple more leaks and rumors for this set. One does include a Tengen with Wives deluxe piece here. So basically probably a 4-piece pop, maybe smaller versions of the wives behind him and him sitting in the chair exactly as that image does show, or it could be something completely different. But yeah, Tengen with his wives definitely makes sense, and that could be potential exclusive of the year. And speaking of Tengen's wives, we do have a possible 3-pack of all three as an exclusive. Definitely a really great one. Perfect opportunity for a 3-pack here. And the final one we do have in this wave does include the Muscle Mice as an exclusive. possibly with a chase variation. If it does have a chase, most likely flocked. And I do feel like this one kind of screams Entertainment Earth, so that's my best guess as to who this would end up going to if it does come. Now, it is always very likely that we're going to see a ton of like surprise exclusives, chases, and whatever in this next wave. Again, they are expected January, February, that can always change, but if I find out anything else, I will let you guys know. But let me know, so far out of this list of pops and the ones shown, what are you most excited about? I feel like a lot of people are going to say Tengen. Now, moving on to the second half of today's video, I kind of want to just talk about some characters as well as character variations that I would like to see Funko make in the future from other seasons, just for fun. Just because I figured this video might be relatively short given there wasn't a lot to talk about with that wave. Now, the first one we have here is Rengoku here. So Rengoku, we definitely need him with Fire Dragon around him. 10th form, absolutely need that. And I shared this kind of like reference here of this Dragon Dance pop that Funko recently made. If they can make that, and they can make the Tanjiro Water Dragon, they can definitely do the dragon with Rengoku. What I and many people have noticed with this next Demon Slayer wave is that it seems to be strictly for the Entertainment District arc. And it seems like they completely skipped over the Mugen Train arc, because a lot of people thought they pulled the Enmu SDCC pop they made from the Mugen Train, but it wasn't. He was actually from the last episode of Season 1. So it's like, where are the Mugen Train arc pops, you know? Because that is where they would get the Rengoku pop from. So I don't know if they don't have that license, or maybe it was hard to get, no idea, but they completely skipped it for some reason. And of course, we can't mention Rengoku without Akaza here. So if you don't remember, a while back, we did actually have Akaza on a rumored list of SDCC pops, and then it was like NYCC, but I believe it had at least one of those code names specifically for a Funko release. And then maybe something happened with the license holder where it got canceled. I have no idea. But yes, as far as the Akaza rumor, it's just dead. There is no Akaza pop coming right now. It would be really nice if Funko randomly surprises us in January, February of next year, so we'll see. Now, some more Hashira that I would like to see is an upgraded version of Gyome there, probably with his weapon mostly. That's the only other thing that I could see them doing, or maybe kind of like some stone around him or something like that. I don't know. Just like a bigger kind of deluxe action pose here for Gyome, I think would be perfect for him. And I'm really hoping that eventually we will get him, especially since he's supposed to be playing a very big role here soon. And another Hashira would be Mitsuri here. She absolutely shined in Season 3, especially showing off her kind of like weapon techniques. And I love the sword kind of like flinging all around her. And I think that would just be such a cool little dynamic action pose pop. Personally, I would have loved to go without the glow version of Mitsuri, the new Fundam exclusive, and just waited for this one instead. Now, the rest of these are pretty much demon choices, just because there's not really too much else I would want Funko to do right now with Tanjiro and Nosuke or Zenitsu, because we already have so many pop variations of them. I would rather them just move on to the upper moons until later arcs where we can get some cooler molds of those three characters. So, one of them was Lady Muzan here. I'm not really sure how well this would sell. I just don't really know what else they could do with Muzan's character other than maybe giving him like a scary demon, you know, like there's not too much to do with him because he's not really always in the scenes. So the original Funko Pop they made of him is just absolutely perfect to the character. The only other thing I could see them making right now is the lady version. But again, I just don't think it would sell all that well, but I figured it was worth mentioning. And the reason I say that is because Muzan, I heard from different retailers, was the lowest selling pop in the new Demon Slayer set when it first came out. Now, a really great 2-pack, in my opinion, would be Gyutaro and Daki there. This could be an exclusive, this could be a regular common 2-pack, kind of like the Todo and Itadori one we got for Jujutsu Kaisen. This one could definitely sell very well. If we don't get them as a 2-pack, I would be very disappointed, but as long as we get them as standalones, I'll be fine. Now, speaking of Gyutaro here, I think a perfect chase opportunity is this, where we have regular Gyutaro and an exclusive chase where he's using his Blood Demon art with his Blood Sickles. I do feel the design potential for Gyutaro's Funko Pop is definitely there as long as they do it right. And we're already in the arc of the next pops that they're making, so I think it's almost confirmed at this point that we should be getting him. Now, some other upper moons I'd like to see are like Doma here, for example. Yeah, I think Doma would be really cool, just the upper moons in general. Another really cool choice would be Hantengu here with all of his emotions. Now, I think this would be a great 5-pack exclusive, maybe the regular Hantengu in the middle, and then all the other emotions kind of surrounding him in that 5-pack. In my opinion, as standalone pops, I just don't see these selling as well unless they did very intricate molds and use their different blood demon arts to their advantage in the kind of like pop molds. Other than that, just standalone ones, I just don't see them being very popular. I think a 5-pack exclusive is perfect for this. Though counterpoint here, a great standalone exclusive would be all of the emotions fused together to make Zohakatun. Oh man, I would love that. His demon character design is probably my favorite out of all of them. He looks so freaking cool that I think he would just make for an amazing Funko Pop. Also, every time I see this character, I just see Enel from One Piece, like the similar design. I wonder if there was some inspiration taken from Enel's character for Zohakatun. And my final choice for a pop would probably have to be Kokoshibo, just because he's so cool looking, but also freaky looking at the same time, and I think he'd be very unique in pop form. I think as a common would be fine just because enough people know his character that I think it would be okay. But even as an exclusive, that would also be really cool. I don't know, every time I see his face, it gives me goosebumps for some reason. Does anybody else kind of get that too? He's just so freaky looking with all those eyes. Alrighty guys, so that is everything for today's video. Just kind of wanted to do a recap Demon Slayer video and just talk about some fun possible pops that I would love to see. As always, make sure to let me know in the comments below what you're most excited about. Hit that like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I'm gonna end off the video here though by saying a big shout out to all the amazing Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are awesome for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure to be following me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. Alright, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.